You want big money and you want it fast, but here's the question that nobody's asking you. And really, it's the only question that matters. Are you a match for it? Not on paper, not in a journal, not in the version of yourself that you perform to the world, in your body, in your nervous system, in the quiet moments when fear comes in. Because big money doesn't go to the woman who wants it the most. It goes to the woman who's prepared to hold it. And today I'm going to show you how to become that woman who's prepared to hold big money. So here's what big money actually responds to. Not desperation, not grinding, not hustling, not the woman who's white knuckling her way through every launch, through every offer, every month, praying that the numbers work out, really forcing the outcome. That's not where big money goes. Big money responds to certainty. I'm going to say that again. Big money responds to certainty, to safety, to a woman whose nervous system is regulated for more. Her nervous system signals out, I'm a match for this, send me more. And there's a period of where you have to get into the state. I distinctly remember where I wasn't before and then when I was. I remember it down to the damn day, July 2020. Your nervous system will signal, I'm a match for this. I'm not afraid. This feels comfortable. This feels safe. Send me more. The energy you're in when you're trying to attract money, that is what you're broadcasting to the world. This is the signal you're sending out at all times. And a lot of people don't realize that underlying fear, or maybe it's even present for them, is what is actually signaling out first. Not their desire for it, not their need for it, not them wanting it, but really their fear all around it. Like, can I have it? Can I hold it? Is it coming? That fear that's attached to it is actually the frequency that they're sending out into the world. And if your signal is fear, desperation, and lack, you're going to keep attracting more of that. And you're going to repel all that money that you really want to bring in. Big money moves fast, but it moves to the woman who's already ready to receive it. And she's in the frequency of being like, hey, bring me that big money. I'm going to be over here accepting it. I'm going to be over here ready and waiting because I already know that the big money's coming to me. She won't be chasing it. She won't be like freaking out. She knows that she's got to stay in that trust state and know that the money's coming. That's it. The question isn't how can I get more? The question is, who do I become that attracts that wealth and that woman who can hold more? Who do I need to become for that big money to come to me? Again, we're back to the identity work. Very, very important. When you have this transformation, everything changes. Become unavailable for small thinking when it's around money. The first thing you need to do to attract big money fast is make decisions that other women aren't willing to do, that they're afraid to make. I always say, and you've heard me say it over and over again, that when you make fast decisions, because money loves speed, it rewards you because there's no gray area. There's no like, I'm thinking about it. There's no, I'm not sure. It's certainty. And remember, certainty accelerates. It brings that speed in. It's certainty. How much do you need? How much do you want? First thing I ask a woman when I'm going to work with her, or I'm trying to figure out where the bottleneck is in her business or where the money leak is. This is the diagnostic that I need. How much are you making now and how much do you want to make? That question right there, when I'm talking to somebody, tells me everything. Everything. The number that she gives me, the second number that she gives me, how much she wants to make, shares so much. You have to become unavailable for small thinking. A lot of the times when I hear that second number, I'm like, oh, this is why the big money hasn't found you yet. Right now, just drop in the chat. What are you making now? And what do you want to make? It's liberating saying it out loud because it's like, it's just money, right? What do you want to make? Maybe I'll pick a couple of you and I'll go down and I'm going to respond to you and give you the feedback of what you're saying. Be honest about it. So when I say you got to be unavailable for small money thinking, this is what I mean. You stop entertaining thoughts, stories, or conversations and beliefs that keep you in small financial realities. Every time you say I can't afford something, that's small money thinking right there. When you say that's too expensive, small money thinking right there. I don't even use that word expensive. I feel like it's a dirty word, but that's what I assign meaning to. Don't tell me something's expensive. I get to have it all. Whatever you assign meaning to becomes law. Remember, you're the blueprint for your life and business. Every time you undercharge because you're afraid someone's not going to pay, small money thinking. The reason why I'm able to sell premium offers and I help my clients with their premium offers and their high ticket, because I have already figured out how we can start valuing. Now, if you are not in that place of expansiveness, you're usually probably undercharging, not selling premium offers, working really hard to make the same amount of money, and you should be charging more for what you're doing. One of the things that we work on when people join my Wealthy CEO is like, okay, what's your pricing at now and what can we go to? And when you can't change that price, I coach you through it so you can get to that place where you're charging more for the services that you are offering. I mean, think about it. Many of you have been doing this for a long time. I have a lawyer, Debbie, that joined my group. She's been a lawyer for over 25 years. And I'm like, we got to raise this pricing. When she started raising her pricing, February was her largest cash month she's ever had in her entire 20-something years of being in practice. And it was double the February before. When I tell you that sometimes many of you are not reflecting your services, your pricing does not reflect what you're offering, it has to go back to an inner thing. You got to do the identity shift. You come to work with me, the transformation that happens is like the identity work, it changes everything. You bust through those upper ceilings. You don't have to let yourself undercharge anymore. You're like, you now know the value of your work and you stand behind it with conviction. Every time you look at someone else's work and you look at it and say, that's not available for me, small money thinking. Listen, when I see somebody doing something big, and thank goodness for these ladies that are going before me, I always say, if she can, I can. I love when women have bigger visions than me and they're showing me truth about it because they're living it right now. I'm like, yeah, girl, like just keep showing me what's possible because you're a couple steps ahead of me and you're showing me that it is available for me. When you think that that's not available for you, that's small money thinking. When you go, if she can, I can, that's big money thinking. And here's the thing about small money thinking. It makes you feel safe, but it's a false sense of safety. It's keeping you playing small. It's reconfirming that ceiling that you have above you, that you should be right here and not go anywhere else. You shouldn't ask for more. You need to be realistic. But being realistic is just you accepting that ceiling. Big money requires a big money mindset, an expansive mindset, a ridiculously expansive mindset that people would not probably agree. You're listening to these videos and you're watching these videos because I know that you have an expansive way of thinking. You know there's more there for you. You know more is coming. You know it's available and you're like, okay, how do I access it? But a lot of people just go about their everyday lives and accept things, not you. And so big money thinking starts with a decision, a firm, non-negotiable decision, a daily decision that you are no longer available for any of that small money thinking, thoughts, beliefs, or conversations that don't promote your big money thinking. When those small money thoughts come up, and they will, you can't fight them because just ignoring them does not make them go away. Although people like to think that. You don't have to shame yourself for it because that's the worst thing you could do is bring shame into this. You simply say, that's not my story anymore. I'm no longer subscribed to that. And you redirect it with truth. More is coming. I'm a match for big money. Again, telling people in your life that, they're going to be like, chick, what's up with you? You're crazy. That's okay. I remember June 2020, I went on Instagram. If you've been in my channel for a while, you'll see this. And I said, this time next year, or maybe sooner, I'm going to be a millionaire. I just broadcasted it all over my Instagram. I was shaking too when I did it. And guess what? That's big money think, by the way. A year later, $1 million crossed my Stripe account. Because if I was playing small and not having big money thinking, do you think $1 million would really have crossed my Stripe account? But I said it, I believed it, and I expected it. That's the difference. And I was regulated for it. My nervous system was like, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, right? Bring it on. And I became a match for big money. And guess what? Big money found me. And it keeps finding me. It's like that BDE, big money. Okay, the next one. Your receiving muscle has to match your asking muscle. Here's one of the most overlooked reasons why big money hasn't come in and found you fast enough yet. Your receiving muscle is weak. You've spent years strengthening your asking muscle, setting goals, making offers, going after what you want with brute force if necessary. And while that is very powerful and you've been quite successful with it, but your ability to receive does not match your ability to ask. So the money can't land the way you actually desire it to. Think about it. How do you respond when someone actually compliments you? Do you say, oh, this old thing? Or I didn't wash my hair? Oh, I don't know. Are you kidding me? I just woke up. Or do you just say thank you? You know, my daughter, she's so good at this. Obviously, mom has been mentoring her since baby's been little, but she'll just say thank you. She knows how to receive. Her manifesting skills are off the chain too. Wait till she comes out with her courses, man. But she just says thank you. My son says it too. Thank you. They know how to say thank you. They know how to receive. So stop minimizing. Stop deflecting whatever it is that wants to come your way. When people offer and it's aligned, you should be saying yes. You should be saying thank you. How do you respond when a client says yes easily? This is a big one. Do you feel grateful or do you start thinking like, when is everything going to fall apart? When's that other shoe going to drop? And I'm telling you, this is not something to say to you to make you feel bad. It's just a thing that actually is like a pattern and it's ingrained in people's nervous systems because they're expecting something to go wrong. How do you respond when unexpected money comes in? I mean, this is a really good question to ask yourself. Do you celebrate it or do you question, where did this come from? Who do I owe? That's suspicion. That's deflection. That's not receiving. You cannot attract big money from a closed channel. That behavior is a closed channel. The woman who's receiving big money has a wide channel for things to come in. She says thank you and she means it. Just like my daughter, Sierra. She celebrates every win without guilt because she can. And she knows that whatever gets celebrated gets replicated. She allows good things to happen her immediately because she's expecting it. That's what she's wired for. More of this, please. More of this, please. Not like, when's this going to go wrong? When you're in a dysregulated state, that's what you're set up to do because you're always bracing for danger. Something's got to go wrong. This can't be good. I've got to prepare. Something should be going wrong right now. It could be taken away any minute. You got to practice receiving in small ways every single day. A compliment, receive it fully. Thank you. Period. End of story. Can I put your bag up there? Thank you. Can I, walk your groceries out? Thank you. Whoever's offering to you, it's a gift. It's abundance. Say thank you. The moment you say no, you're saying no to abundance because you're saying no to your ability to receive. So think about it that way. Someone wants to pay for the check. Say thank you. Not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to owe this person money. Because I know that's how a lot of women are. It's like, I want to pay my half so I don't owe anybody anything. I don't want to owe anybody anything. Just say thank you and receive. Because your subconscious is always watching how you respond to things that arrive. The more you receive, the more it believes that you can have what you want. And when you receive well, it sends more. When women say they can't afford something, that to me is not big money talk. That's small money talk. I can't afford it. That's expensive. Things that I talked about earlier. Really keep watching how you're doing things. Everything you say, your behaviors, they're all telling a story about where you are believing that big money can lie, or if you're in the small money energy. So the last one, you got to move like big money's on its way to you. Big money moves fast, and the woman that tracks it, she moves even faster. Not from panic, not from desperation, but from certainty. There's a difference between moving fast because you're afraid an opportunity will disappear, because that's kind of like desperate energy, right? You're like in despair. I have to move this. This has to happen. Very different. And then moving because you're so aligned, you're like, oh, there's no question about this. I'm all in. Let me just make the decision right now. It's working. Money's on its way. It's in the motion. Of course, I'm expecting this. Let's go. So the first kind of speed is fear-based, contracts your energy. It feels sloppy. It makes you pitch from desperation and anxiety. The second kind is faith-based, basically like it's happening. Everything's good. I know it's all working out for me. It expands your energy. It makes you sharp. It's clear. It's magnetic. It makes you pitch from power, and abundance follows. So here's how you move when money's on the way to you. You make your offer today, not when it's perfect. When you get the idea, you create it. You show up. You take action without knowing all of the ins and outs. You trust the process. This is exactly how it's supposed to go. You don't come from a place where they have to do this. You have something to offer people. Well, guess what? It's an amazing thing. Don't be in a desperation that someone has to buy from you. The worst thing that I've ever experienced and I feel sorry for women who do this because it screams one of their money issues, is when they say, I'm waiting for a client to pay me and then I'm going to invest in you. And I'm like, oh, babe, then you probably shouldn't be investing. Because if you're waiting for someone else to be in their power to make a move, then you're still not in your power to make this decision because you're waiting for somebody else to move in order for you to move. I don't do that. I don't wait for someone else to pay me to make a decision because then I'm waiting on their money decisions to affect me. That's small money thinking. That's not big money thinking. So you take the bold action today, not after you've thought about it for 10 days. You go back and forth, wishy-washy. A woman who says she's in and then she ghosts and she goes somewhere else and doesn't join our programs. I know that woman has not found her power yet. When a woman gets on a call with me and she's ready to invest, she's not telling me she's got to go ask her husband or everybody else permission. I've worked with thousands of women and I'll tell you, I have yet to have one woman who's joined my program that said they have to go ask their husband first to join my program. None of them. I don't attract women like that. I attract people who are decision makers because when you move in that energy, money follows you. That's big money energy. A woman who already has that in her to make those decisions. She's ready for the next level. She's not asking for permission. She's like, I know I'm powerful. Show me how to be unstoppable. I know I'm powerful. Show me how to break this upper limit, the ceiling. Show me what to do. She's not coming in there and going, you know what? I'm undecided if I should invest. I'm wishy-washy. I need a deal to make a decision. That's small money energy. If it was a really good deal, then I would move. I don't want to work with anybody like that because you know what? That person hasn't decided that remember, decision is number one. They haven't decided that they get to have big money energy. So you can lead a horse to water all day, right? So every time you act like money's on the way, you start rewiring your neural pathways. This starts becoming an expectation. You're normalizing this. This becomes a normalized instead of a fight or flight, all the fear surrounding it. It's like, no, this is normal. This is exactly how it's supposed to be. This is how you expand your wealth consciousness. This is how you get into another level because you're like, oh, this is normal. This is normal. This is normal behavior. Normal beliefs, normal thinking. And you're a woman who always gets what she wants. And that's what gets programmed into you. The more that you reinforce that belief, the stronger those neural pathways get. The more you reinforce that pathway, the faster money comes. Ideas have a frequency. Action has a frequency. And the woman who moves on both, that's who big money finds. I talk about a lot of the identity work in my book, Unlocking the Quantum Woman. You should grab this book. It'll be a game changer for you. And if you have not binged Unapologetically Rich, my show, you should. It's going to be a game changer for you. Listen, big money is available for you. It's not hiding from you. It's available for you. Believe it or not, it's right here in the quantum field. Think about it. It's reserved for a woman who's taking action, who knows what she wants, who's decided, who's a fast action taker. That woman. It's reserved for that woman. It's not reserved for the woman who's thinking about things, looking for a deal before she acts, contemplating things for a long period of time, unsure. That wishy-washy gray energy, big money does not align with that. So when I say it's meant for a woman who is ready, a woman who is coachable, a woman who wants to take action, a woman who wants results. She knows that she has another level to her. She knows she's hitting glass ceiling. She's like, I want to move now. I want results now, not yesterday. I'm not willing to wait till July, if we're in March right now, to start having the life of my dreams. I want it yesterday. That woman, because she operates from that energy, money will find her. Big money will find her. One of the things I feel, and I'm just being truthful about why I had such an acceleration in my life and business and why I've been able to tap into a large amounts of money over the course of a very short period of time doing this business, is because I made fast decisions, very fast decisions. Being a lawyer for so many years, I don't know if it's just like how I saw the process, but one of the things they teach you is don't reinvent the wheel. When someone has figured something out, you go do that. And this is what I learned when I came into this space. There's other people that know things that I don't. I'm going to hire them. Soon as the money started coming in, I started hiring everybody. I was reinvesting back in my business. I'm like, what do you know? What do you know? I need to move faster. So I hired someone to get me there faster instead of trying to figure it out myself. Once I got over that first investment that scared the shit out of me, after that, I was like, the fear was gone. I'm like, let's go, game on. I made a $20,000 investment into cementers, and that turned into hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I had my first six-figure month. It was $155,000. When I tell you that people who wait and take time, that's why the big money hasn't found them. The women that move, I know when a woman comes into my world and she gets on a call with me and she's ready to invest, that woman, man, she's going to be going on my testimonials. She's going to be adding to my statistics of success because she already knows what's available for her and she's moving in that energy. Now, the other women, this is why I don't beg people to come in a place. I'm not sitting there convincing anybody. I don't have a list of objections. If somebody doesn't come and work with me, I'm like, well, that's too bad for you because I have the honey and I know you need it. But if you can't decide to come work with me, I'm sorry, honey, but that's not going to work for you. Go figure it out on your own. I mean, not saying you can't, but it'll take you probably 10, 15 years. And you obviously don't want to move fast. So go do the slow way. And it's going to cost you millions of dollars. Had I not made those first moves, it would have cost me millions. I would have left millions on the table. I'm so glad I didn't. I'm so glad I didn't let fear get in the way. I'm so glad that I made the moves that I had to make and I invested in myself. And I did things when I saw somebody having results over and over again and their work aligned with me, I didn't waste my time. I moved. Big money followed. That's the difference. And so you got to become unavailable for small money thinking, period. That's it. Open your receiving channel. Move with certainty. This is knowing what you want, not gray area, not wishy-washy, not needing someone to beg you to make a move. Release the desperation. Like if someone's like, I don't know if it's going to work. How is this going to work? Where is it coming from? That's desperate energy. By the way, that'll never work. You got to always come back to gratitude. What can you be grateful for? Gratitude, it's like a flip. A switch just goes on for you to get back into abundance and not be in a place of scarcity and lack and like desperation. What's happening? Where's the money? You got to go right back, use gratitude. What are you grateful for right now? What are you grateful for happening? What's right now making you feel like everything's working out for you? Get into that place immediately. You got to do that consistently, daily, all the time, instead of waiting for evidence of something working. When women wait for evidence to calm themselves, to be like, oh, now it's working, those are the women who repel big money. Because the reason why they do it, and I'll tell you this, is because they don't have that certainty in their nervous system. So they keep needing evidence to see, like to keep proving to them. And I'm not saying this woman does this, but they'll test their partners. They'll keep pushing them away all the time, pushing them all the way. Send them to the brink to see how much do you love me? Will you come back after I've pushed you away? You got to keep proving yourself to me. Remember, I believe money is masculine. The way we receive is feminine. And so when a woman behaves like that, even with her partner, she doesn't trust that money or the masculine is going to be there. And so people who test, they push big money away. When you start getting into a place of knowing it's coming, it'll start chasing you. That's what the feminine wants. The masculine is supposed to chase us. They love the hunt. But if you don't give it an opportunity to hunt you and come to you, well, it's just going to come to me and everybody else that's in my groups. Now, it'll come to you too. You just got to be open to receiving it, okay? Don't forget, grab my book, Unlocking the Quantum Woman. Even if you're a guy, go read it. Just put Unlocking the Quantum Man on there. And we've got hundreds and hundreds of views on Amazon. Go binge the Unapologetically Rich show. Send me a message over on Instagram too if you love something like this. I'd love to connect with you. And if you want to work with me, send me a message at support@shaminataylor.com and I will tell you all the ways that you can. Also, this next video coming out, wow, this one's going to blow your socks off. Watch this because what I just talked about, the masculine and feminine energy, this video right here is really going to help you. And it's going to make you understand why maybe big money hasn't found you yet and how it can be on its way to you. All right, bye for now. Remember, more is coming.